No, great. It's just, Sachin, firstly, it's such a pleasure to have partnered you in this whole journey to come up with, I think, two really fantastic products. But could I request you to say a few words on this occasion to these folks who've been waiting to hear from you?
First of all, thank you very much for being here. In fact, one of the press conferences, I was asked a question. Who said Sachin first? Because we were talking about my retirement and all those things. And I said, Sachin will reverberate in my ears till my last breath. And everyone was surprised with my answer. I said, it was my mother who said Sachin first. The question was, when did that happen? I don't remember when that happened first, but it happened on number of occasions when I was 4 or 5-year-old and would play the whole day in front of my building with my friends. My priority was to play and not to have lunch or have milk at 4 o'clock. The lady who used to look after me, my mother would get hold of her and say, usko jaake dhoond ke leke aao, but I would never come home. So she had to carry a glass of milk and chase me all over in our, the apartments where nobody knew where I was. But cricket being my first love, when I loved other sports, but cricket was always right at the top. I started playing cricket at Shivaji Park, but without knowing the importance of nutrition. Scored a lot of runs at school levels and was not particularly following a good diet. I was playing one game inside a stadium, which was the first big game. Till then, I had played a lot of cricket, but that was on Shivaji Park, Azad Maidan, Cross Maidan, Matunga Maidan, and all those gymkhanas I would play, where there would be a lot of breeze and all those kind of things, and whatever diet was there, somehow it worked, or even if it didn't work, I didn't understand to what extent it didn't work. The moment I got inside the stadium, the conditions changed. They were more challenging. At lunchtime I was batting. I again followed the same routine, ignored my nutritional bit, the input, the fuel as we call it, was I did not give enough importance, maybe because of lack of knowledge at that stage. I was only 13, 14 that time. And I got out immediately after lunch, and I got out after lunch thinking of food because I did not have enough energy to carry on playing a long innings there, which was the biggest lesson of my life. Because that one moment when I got back to the dressing room, the first thing I asked was, I need something to eat. I had clearly been ignorant, one can say, or maybe too young to understand what was important. I decided from that day that this should not be the reason for me to get out. Invariably, when you don't focus on nutrition, before losing a game, the first thing you lose is concentration. And at any cost, I'm not going to let that happen again in my career. I started focusing on my nutritional intakes. Along with my mental preparation, it was also physical preparation which was important. I know in our Indian culture, दूध पीना कितना important है. हम सब छोटे हैं तब हम दूध पीते हैं, but जैसे बढ़ते जाते हैं तो you kind of tend to ignore all these things. Maybe because there is not enough time and you've got other pressures in life and all that. But only when you are met with bigger challenges, then certainly you go back to basics. अगर तबीयत खराब होती है, throat थोड़ा खराब होता है तो हम always दूध में हल्दी डाल के दूध पीते हैं. All I can say is milk has always been good for us. It has helped me in my preparation. Milk with something really special added, oats. And with the research and the knowledge of PepsiCo, I know that it's going to be a fantastic drink for everyone to consume. And I feel if a working man, a professional, has to maintain certain standards of his performance, and then how one would be able to do that consistently over a period of time. I mean, the graph cannot be up and down. It's like having those sweets, those chewies and all that, sudden energy, and then there is a quick drop. You need to balance that out. You need to have a slow release of energy which allows you to maintain your concentration level at all times. And that is what my simple message is. It is not always about how you finish, but if you want to finish well, it's equally important to start well. It's not a bad idea to start your day with this. I want to thank Pepsi and also my team for all their inputs and the challenges that I met with for 24 years in my career on the field. I was able to share with all of them, and they've been able to create something which hopefully all the guys will appreciate, and the results will follow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sachin. Can we request you to sign this as formally and kick off?
Sachin, who was the toughest bowler you've ever faced? Other than Anjali, of course, who bowled you over clearly.
The toughest bowler. See, if I have to start counting the number of world-class bowlers that I played from 1989, there'll be nothing less than 25 at least. And I'm talking about real world-class bowlers. Really nice. But someone I didn't particularly enjoy batting against was Hansi Kronia. I don't know, for some reason I got out, and then over a period of time I figured out that, I'm better off being at the non-strikers, and so we would, in partnership, you talk a lot in the middle of the pitch, and I would say that, okay, दूसरे end से अगर Donald डाल रहा है या Pollock या जो भी डाल रहा है, I will manage that guy, but Hansi को थोड़ा ज़्यादा strike लेना.
Interesting. Okay, great. Okay, the second question is, which is the toughest series that you've ever played?
The toughest series, without any doubt, I think was in 1999, we went to Australia and we played them. I thought they had a great side. You know, in a team of 11, when you have literally 7, 8 match winners, world-class players, and the rest are also very good. You know, it's not so easy to then go and beat a team like that, and that was a team which dominated world cricket for number of years. You know, in whichever part of the world they went, they dominated, and they had their own style of playing, very aggressive, and it was. I still remember in Melbourne and Adelaide and Sydney, the brand of cricket they played impressed the whole world. And everyone wanted to kind of play that brand of cricket. Though we all respect our styles of playing, but everyone felt that the brand of cricket they played was special, and they were able to do that because it was a world-class team.
One day or test?
I'm very clear in my mind. It's test cricket.
Okay.
I think most of the guys would say that for a simple reason that in test cricket, a bowler is always trying to get you out. In one-day cricket, you know, if you bowled a couple of good overs and you know, you nick a ball to third man, you go to the non-strikers, but in test cricket, you nick a ball and you go back to the dressing room. You know, so that is the difference. There are different challenges. In one-day cricket, you have to keep up with the pace of the game. But in test cricket, you actually control the pace of the game. So it's also about long-term. You know, it's about having that vision, planning, and then you also get time to execute your plan. If you've had a bad session, you can still make a comeback because there are 5 days, lot many more sessions than one-day cricket. One-day cricket moves too quickly, though not as fast as T20. But if I have to compare test cricket and one-day cricket, without any doubt, a greater satisfaction is when you do well in test cricket and you do something special for the team.
And I think you also brought some of those insights to us when when we were talking about first jobbers and young people, to say a career is almost like a test match, right? I mean, you need to invest every day in terms of training to win in the long term. So it's almost like it's not a shot.
100%, because, test cricket, one-day cricket, you've had a hard day, and then you get 2-3 days of gap in between to recover. But test cricket, if you've had a hard day, then it's not, you can't be making excuses that, yesterday was a tough day, that's why today was a bad one. That cannot be acceptable. And to prepare yourself physically and mentally, there are a lot of things that one needs to do post-match and pre-match. And the pre-match could be day 2 in the evening, preparing for day 3, or day 4, and day 5 sometimes becomes the most important day of a test match. So you need to prepare yourself, and it's not just mental, it's physical as well.
The cover drive, the straight drive, or the pull shot? Your favorite?
There is no toss-up there. I enjoyed playing straight drive. Straight drive has always been something which my coach kept telling me, and it started from where I grew up in Sahitya Savas in Bandra. In our colony, there were 2 buildings, and then in the middle was our pitch, and that was the scoring zone. So if from the middle, if you were able to hit the ball to the main gate, one got a boundary, or if you were able to go directly there, then it was a 6. But the threat was, if you did not get your shot right and you hit the ball over the first floor, you were out. So you had to be straight. And that's how my coach also brought me up. He said that, the straighter you play, the safer it is.
Great.
And always remember, there is no fielder there.
Great.
If you get it right, it's a boundary.
True for philosophy of life as well. The straighter you play, the more you're likely to win. Thank you so much. We can spend hours listening to you, but thank you so much for your insights today, as well as really looking forward to this partnership delivering some wonderful products for the Indian consumer.
Thank you so very
much.
much.
Thanks, Sachin. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
you.